What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have NMIXX's latest comeback, Young Dumb Stupid. I am a big fan of NMIXX as an idea. Their music so far, I really liked their last comeback, but their debut era I was not a huge fan of. I'm also super pissed off at JYP at the moment, the person and the company, for what happened with Ginny. I don't know the full details of why she left the group, or like if it was like her own decision or if the company removed her for some reason. But either way, I always will err on the side of, if I'm not 100% certain what happened, that it's the company's fault, because it usually is the company's fault. I hope that Ginny is doing well. It's going to be weird seeing NMIXX as a 6-member group after getting used to them as 7, but these days there is a fair few groups going through member changes and members leaving groups, so it's not that unusual at this point, but it is always sad. But hopefully NMIXX can move forward with the 6 members that they still have and find a lot of success. I know that they have a bit of a niche sound, but I think eventually it will sort of click in and people will really start to enjoy their music. I think that right now, with their initial debut and their last comeback, they're still searching for the best way to approach NMIXX's concept. So I'm hoping that this one is a little bit of an improvement on that, so that they can stay on the right track, because I think they could be really big if they can actually find that perfect sort of combination between NMIXX's weird switch ups and like what's sort of popular in music, if that makes sense. So we're just going to dive in and check it out. If you like the video, like, comment, and subscribe, and let's go.
Turn it up, man, can you hear it right now? 심장 소리 터져게 loud. So freak 좀 거칠 테니 watch out. 두 발 앞에 한계선을 밟아.
The beat sounds so stripped back. Wait, I know that shirt. They only put half of it on there. Is that a remix sampling of a nursery rhyme? Wow, lots for Jiwoo in this one. Wow, Lily looks great. That messy hair really works for her. Hey, Lily.
what you want 다 늦기 전에 너도 들어와.
We've got more here. Credits, maybe? Yeah, looks like credits.
Wait and know what you want 다 늦기 전에 너도 들어와.
Okay, so before I get to the song, I just want to address this shirt that Haewon is wearing, because that shirt, I'll see if I can find an example of it to put on the screen in the final video. But that shirt is only half of what the actual shirt is supposed to be, and I don't even think I can say the word on YouTube. It's in Australia, it's not such a big deal to use that word, but I think everywhere else in the world, especially like America, it's a very bad word and it can kind of get you in trouble. So I won't say it, but I'll show an image of the shirt if I can find one. And yeah, I just find that very funny that they would put that on a K-pop video, especially when so many people are gonna recognize it, because it was like a meme shirt for a while, if I remember right. But beyond that, the song itself, I think, is really good. I think it's not as impactful as their first two title tracks, but I think that's a good thing, because we've seen how loud and boisterous they can be and how wild their songs can get with how much they switch up. And I was expecting that at some point in this one, but we never really got that. And I think that's kind of a good thing, but it also could be a sign that JYP is moving away from that sound because it hasn't been like financially successful. Because I know out of all of their groups at the moment, NMIXX is not doing as well numbers wise, at least from what I've seen, which is a shame, because the 7 and now 6 members that they have are all extremely talented, extremely strong vocals, extremely strong dance abilities and performance ability. Speaking of which, I didn't really see as much Kyujin in this one, if I'm remembering her name correctly. I think that's her name though. The youngest member, who it was kind of her show in Dice, where she, I think, got like a third of the song to herself. She was constantly coming in and out of the center, and like she's extremely good, but it does feel a bit weird for the other members to not get anywhere near as much focus. In this one, I think Jiwoo getting a lot of rap time was good for her to show off, because personally, she always seemed like the member who got the least to me. I don't know if she actually did, but it was either her or Bae who got the least least lines out of the members. Lily killed it as always, main vocalist, one of the best in K-pop in general. Haewon and Seohyun were used sparingly, but I think that they stood out when they actually did get their lines. So I think overall this might be their best sort of mix overall. I also really like the video. It's sort of the first time that NMIXX has seemed their age. It's very young and playful and sort of, because I know the members are, I think, range from like 16 to early 20s. So it makes a lot more sense for this to be sort of their concept rather than the more girl crushy stuff that they had in their first two eras. So yeah, I think I prefer that. Also, this JYP, the budget goes crazy. The video is really high production quality compared to other music videos. But yeah, I actually want to listen to it again. So we're going to run through it a second time, just because the verses are super stripped back. And then they have that chorus, which is kind of like I think it's a nursery rhyme that they're sampling, or I don't know if it's a sample so much as they're just using the cadence and the flow of the nursery rhymes original whatever it was to sort of sing their chorus. And I think that was a nice little switch up, and then they kind of make it a little bit different in the third chorus from what I remember. But yeah, let's go again. I also think the styling is really good. Also, the beat here, it reminds me of those. I don't know if it was just a Australian thing, but in music class we had the sticks that you would tap together to sort of make basic, like anyone can do it sort of beats, and the beat here is reminding me of that sound, and I don't know if they're going for like a sort of, you could make this song out of things from a kid's music class, but that would be really cool based on sort of the name and the overall like younger looking concept that they've gone with for this video. Oh, that's kind of sad. They go in pairs, and then at the end, Bae is on her own. Makes me think that the choreo was originally designed for 7. Oh, they used the full shirt there. Yeah, they just covered up the rest of the letters that started. But yeah, that's the full shirt. I just think that's really funny, personally. No, there's just something about Lily's voice that's just unrivaled. Oh, I really like that. I didn't actually notice that the first time around, but after this, with the like fizzing up the bottle and making it explode everywhere, the set is actually changed to these sort of, I guess you could say, like suds. I think that's what that's going for, like filling the room and then the bubbles flying around. I think that's a really cool addition to like evolve the set. That's a really good way to end the song, sort of bring it down. And it is also fitting because the pre-choruses sort of followed the same trend, and for the song to end that way, I think sort of just closes the circle on the song. So yeah, I think overall this might be their best title track as a whole. I just hit my mic, sorry about that. So yeah, I don't know if impact wise it's not their strongest, but as a song I think it's the most complete, and I think it's because they didn't use the weird NMIXX trait that they've had before where they completely switch up a section of the song to sound like an entirely different song. They didn't have that in this, which I think really contributes to why it feels like a comprehensive and complete song. I wouldn't mind if they brought that back, if they did it the right way. But for now, I think that this is a good direction to take with NMIXX to at least show people that that's not all they're going to do, that they have more to them. And yeah, I just really like this song overall. The video is great, and all of the members got their chance to have their time to sing and be in the center. And the choreo looked like a lot of fun. NMIXX choreo is usually pretty impressive, so I'm not surprised about that one. But yeah, let me know what you thought of it down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.